action.
Good morning. Welcome back to Crafting with Carmel. Today we're going to have some fun. I thought we'd make some little pendants out of washers, these little typical washers that we use household. I found some at my house, but I decided to go to Home Depot and buy them. And these little guys were like 40 cents a piece, so it's very affordable. I went to Hobby Lobby and I picked up just some scrapbook paper. These were just two of the ones I got because I thought they might be fun to make this little pendant with. This is some rope, like a little leather rope, and basically we'll just kind of cut it to where I want this to go, and we're going to tie it. So this will be simple, and since we're already doing this, let's go in and cut it right here. That's about as long as I want it. So we've got that part of it done. We know how long it's going to be. Now, the secret to getting started with this is, of course, you have your little washer, but you decide which one you want to do. And I've been practicing and did pre-washers before we got started. So kind of what I did was I would take the washer and I would kind of mark and say, that's kind of interesting right here. And I would just flip it over and I would take the other washer and I would come and trace it. Or you can just say, that's about right in here, and you come and just put it here. Now, one of the things that I did notice was when I used my regular pencil at home, it's kind of made it a little bit bigger where these edges were going, and it takes a little more to get them down. So I'm gonna try a mechanical pencil this time and see if I can get a closer circle for both of them so that I don't have too much overage on either one. And of course, we all know the more you practice, the better you get with things. And this does seem to be a little bit better. So here's my circle. And now basically I have this little tool right here. And one of the things I saw for me, it was easier to kind of come through, and instead of just trying to cut the circle round wise, I just kind of started just halving it and then quartering it and taking it down smaller, because when I did it the other way, I started kind of getting some jagged edges, and I really didn't like that. And I wanted it to be, and it's kind of cool looking. And then all you have to do is just come around, and as you get each little piece of the pie, it will come apart a whole lot easier. So this is the first part. And of course, if you want to start with the outer edge, you can do that as well too. I just thought this would be easier for me. They have, if you're into scrapbooking, I have seen that they have some real neat hole punches that are about the same size as everything. So there's that for the center of it, and now we're going to cut the rest of it out. Real simple. Simple hands, circles. Alright, and you know, it doesn't have to be perfect, but you want to get it as close as you can because you don't want to have any leftover edges or anything. Alright, so that's our design. This is what we've gone with. Now we take our washer, and here comes the fun part, the simple part. All we're going to do is take some Mod Podge, and I'm using a brush, and we're just going to brush it on. And I don't think you want it too thin because you want to make sure that it is going to cover, and if some of it comes over the edge, inside or out, you can kind of wipe it away, but that'll help secure the edges of the paper as we get closer to it. Alright, so you can kind of see that. Let's wipe that off a little bit, and I'm going to get some that I've seen has gone down in there. And then all you do is place. So you decide, which way do I want to place it? We're just going to put it on here like this. Once you get it in place, you kind of want to tap things out, make sure you get bubbles, air bubbles, what have you out of it. And then you need to let it sit for probably about 20 minutes is what I'm thinking. So what I have done with my pre-ones is we're going to let this guy dry, and we're going to pull this one over here. Once it's dry, then we're going to take some Mod Podge and we're going to go across the top of it like this. Now they also have a, I'm trying to think of what they call it. It's a Mod Podge that will just squirt right out, and it leaves it very shiny and glossy on top for it being jewelry. I did not have any of that and was unable to pick it up, so we're just going to go with the basic Mod Podge. What this does is it helps to seal the paper and give it kind of like a harder edge or a harder finish. And while it's on here, I'm going to kind of go on and do some of these edges. And then guess what? We got to let this one dry. So I would think you could use a hair dryer. That's kind of what we do in art when we're watercoloring. If you're kind of in a hurry, you can blow it dry. So we started here, letting this one dry. This is phase 2. And now we're going to pretend, ta-da, this is it, finished. It's got the Mod Podge covering on it. And I went on and put a second one on the back just because I thought it would be fun. But this is where the fun comes with this. Here is our little rope. And all we're going to do is put it through here. See how I did that? I just did it like this and wrap it around. And you can do it on either side. You could wear it this way or this way. And then I'll just fit it to where it's going to go on my neck. And we'll tie a little knot here. And voila, you have a cute little current piece of jewelry. Of course, I will trim these edges. These look great with t-shirts or just with any little anything. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope y'all have fun making them, and I'll see you next week. Bye.